This workshop features the Keeping Traditions workshop designed by Stampin' Up, as you see here, and just with a couple of tweaks that I have made with additional products that will be included in your kit. So you have a picture of the modified layouts and a couple of close-up photos. You will also have some of these sequins, gorgeous little sequins here. Let me hold them up to the white. Your photo placeholders and a package of gold embossed Christmas words for you to use as you desire. In the cutting guide, you will find just a couple of modifications where I've substituted for this paper the gold foil floral paper, and you'll be cutting the front side of that. Over here, you'll eliminate this one piece and cut it out of here instead, and the measurements are listed. And here with the old olive, we've modified the dimensions slightly and added an additional piece, so you will have an additional piece of old olive cardstock. Now let's take a look at the photos and how they differ from the workshop. I said photos, I meant layouts. So here we have layout 1, and it is pretty much designed just like the workshop shows, with some exceptions. So the basic layout is the same. The one exception is over here where we modified this piece here. Initially, it was intended to go all the way up, so you just see a couple of stripes down the side. Here I have it more framed just to kind of bring more of the blue in on both sides. And rather than including a blue border at the bottom, just to keep things evenly spaced. But of course, you absolutely can if you wanted. Now, in the guide, they have the squares arranged just like this. And in the end, I felt like it was too busy, like too many different titles, words going on here. So I created a flip flap to go over this particular one. So you see the Mary, so it makes sense, just the Mary showing here. But then when you lift it up, you see all of it. And again, you can have journaling or additional photos underneath. However, in retrospect, I think now if I had just moved this cluster over here, it would have created more, it would have flowed better, I think. So it's up to you. You can place these squares however you want, and there will be a 3x3 flip flap should you decide to use it. And I've also added some gold foil. So underneath here is, you will have a die cut included in your kit for the gold foil frame underneath, and this gold foil circle underneath that sticker. Here's one of the Christmas words that I have on the tag there, and you get to choose the words that you want to use. And there are those gorgeous sequined glitter dots. What else can I tell you about this one? Okay, let's take a look at this side. So you can see we have a nutcracker up here in the corner. These were designed in a kit as tags, and then we will just cut apart the pieces. So you can see one of the banner pieces tags I've actually cut into little strips here to accent. Here's another little gold foil circle, and we've carried those tags over to this side as well, those strips, and just tried to carry the gold glitter and the gold foil across one page to the other. Layout 2 includes a color combination that I would not think to put together. So we have the dark blue and the pool party and the red cherry cobbler all together, but this just kind of cools. I don't know, I like it. I think it's visually appealing. So again, we've got a Christmas word up in this corner. The pages are built very similar to what's in the kit. I did include a copy of mine so that you can see how they differ. Here you can see in the guide, this is how they've built the left side, which is pretty similar to what I've done here. I've added this gold frame underneath, and I've added one of the Christmas words instead of the stickers. Feel free to use the stickers if you'd like. And then I've also just added some different embellishments over here on the left. On the right-hand side, you can see they have one photo here. Well, they have two, but I've kind of moved this one down just to make room for my nutcracker cluster up there in the right. Another thing you may notice is the technique that they're using here, where you can use a water brush or a Wink of Stella brush to add some color to the leaves in the background here. So feel free to paint colored pencils, markers, whatever you prefer, your background here. I decided to leave it plain just because there's a lot going on anyway, but that's certainly an option if you would like to do that. Over here is the nutcracker cluster and a gold foil circle tucked underneath there, another Christmas word, and you'll also have some holly leaves from the nutcracker guys as well. So here I've just included a little more of those banner pieces on both sides. And finally, layout 3. As you can see in the guide, this is their layout, and the only thing really that I've modified is the placement of the photos and this blue piece of paper. I've centered mine. They have theirs off to the left to allow for this little journaling tag on the side there, but I've centered mine to allow for this cluster up in the left side here. So you can see I've used more of those tags to cut apart up at the top here. I've got another half circle here with a nutcracker, and these little sentiment pieces, they're included with the nutcrackers. And you'll see the nutcrackers have their hats and facial hair or boots will have a separate piece so that you can add some foam tape to give some dimension to those. So you'll have those in your kit. So that's the left-hand page. And then the right-hand page, again, has that cluster at the bottom with the circle, and you can see his facial hair lifted up, and another Christmas word up at the top here. In addition, you will find stickers numbered 1 through 25 throughout the layout here and in your kit, and those you can use to label like days of December, day 1, day 2, or Christmas traditions. Here's our 10 traditions that we do each year, and label them with the stickers. You can use the number stickers however you like. I hope you enjoy putting together these fun Christmas layouts to capture your treasured memories and your traditions of Christmas. Thanks for watching, and be sure to come back. This kit is available on my website while supplies last, creatingwithchristine.com, and click on the store, then scroll down, and you can filter by looking for workshop kits. I meant scrapbook kits, so filter looking for scrapbook kits, and you will find this Keeping Traditions there.